it.
What are you all dressed up for?
I'm not. I was making
videos. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna turn it off because I have to go to dinner. The eye makeup alone, let me tell you, would not be caught dead. How things have changed. Let's just get this started so I can go wash my face. Hey guys, we're gonna try something new today. I'm going to recreate this look from my very first Get Ready With Me. It's really bad. All right, I think we're ready now. So, just rubbing in some moisturizer because I just washed my face. And the lighting's probably not going to be on my side because it's like 4:30 in the afternoon and I decided just to film this. I didn't want to wait. So I was just so excited about it. I've seen a couple of YouTubers do this, but I was watching the Anna Edits video on her like recreating her very first Get Ready With Me / makeup tutorial, and I was like, I should do that. That would be fun. So I looked back and found it. I had to watch it because I didn't include any products in the description, but I have a pretty good idea of what I used. So there's no words in my original one, not a single word. It's just me sped up very fast doing my hair and makeup, getting ready for the Marine Corps ball when my ex was active duty. I just got my hair cut today and it's about 3 inches shorter than I meant it to be, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. Like this type of video, please let me know and I will do more of them because there are a couple of them that I could also like recreate. I have quite a few of the old products that I used, and what I don't have, I'm just gonna use what I have that is similar. So here we go. In the video I started off with primer, and I am pretty sure, even though I didn't show it, that I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Primed and Poreless primer. It's the very first primer I ever bought. I would not use that on my face. I would not purchase that ever. I do have this Tarte Silk Canvas little sampler pack that I got from Sephora a long time ago. It came with like 7 of them. You don't really need a whole like sample to even do your face, but this is what I'm gonna use. It still has that kind of like paste consistency that the Anastasia one has, but it's way better. I don't know. I don't even know if I would buy this one. That's also because it's expensive. So then I also used an eyeshadow primer, but again, I used something that I would never use ever again. I have this like pot of skin tone, like my skin tone colored makeup primer from NYX. That was garbage, but I used it all the time. I don't know why, because I liked having kind of like a neutral base, and I wasn't willing to spend the money on MAC Painterly paint pots or the soft ochre. It was kind of like my version of it. I would not. Lately, I've just been using the Thrive Cosmetics Eye Lift. Prior to buying this one, I believe I was using one from Urban Decay that was called Enigma. And it's funny that I don't have that because almost everything I used in the original Get Ready With Me was Urban Decay. I also had like a whole set of pink Sigma brushes that I used in the original videos. I don't own any Sigma brushes anymore. I think I have one. The rest of them I sent into this online like retailer that takes used makeup tools and used makeup and sanitizes it and resells it. So I sent a whole bunch of stuff into them at one point in time, and all of my Sigma brushes were in there, and they bought most of them, but I don't use those anymore. So I just have this brush from Spectrum. I think I can use this as a face brush, but to be honest, most of my brushes aren't clean, and I don't use a brush on my face anymore. I use Beauty Blender. So we're just gonna roll with it. This is not the same bottle, but it is the same foundation and the same exact color of the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. This might be discontinued now. I think I'm dark enough for this. I used to tan so much easier. Has anyone else experienced like not tanning as well as you've gotten older? As we can tell, I don't like to match my face, ever. I used to think that this looks so much more like skin, but I think I just have a lot more foundations now that I like better than this, because like I can definitely tell that I'm wearing makeup. I guess it's fine. Next in the video I did concealer. I used to have the Maybelline under eye concealer that had this little sponge applicator. I actually thought I still had it, but I checked my drawer. I think it was in a declutter that I did about 6 months ago, but I had the actual like same one for the longest time. It was disgusting. I didn't use it, but I owned it. So I'm just gonna use this. Do I want to use this? Okay, so I'm gonna use the Josie Maran Vibrancy concealer in the shade medium. She's not gonna be the right color for me, but we have established that that's just the thing. Ooh, okay. I always like to think I'm more tan than I actually am, so I got medium. This is probably still not even what like a medium complexion concealer should look like, but here we are. I went in with like a pen concealer all over the rest of my face. It was from Physicians Formula, and it was like their BB concealer. Don't think that product exists anymore, and I kind of just went over certain areas of my face to kind of like conceal and highlight it. I don't usually do anything like that now, but I do have this MAC Prep and Prime in the Radiant Rose color that I really, really love to just put right there, like under where the eye bags are, and it brightens up. I do not like this foundation. Not a fan. Okay, and it just kind of like brightens up that little area. I just think that's a fun little trick that kind of like makes the eye bags look less puffy. And then I went in with a setting powder, which was most likely the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. Would never buy that now. I'm actually going to use something that I haven't used in a really long time. I'm using the Laura Hello? I'll wait. There is nobody there. Okay. I'm using the Laura Mercier under eye brightening powder. I don't like it now because fine lines, it emphasizes them. But I will kind of just use it. Next, I went in with the palette, which was this lovely Urban Decay Naked 2. It's still the same one, even though it's been 7 years. I'm just going to go ahead and use it. First, I'm pretty sure that I used this gray color that I used to really love. It's this one right here. Pistol, yes. It's kind of rubbed off, it's hard to see. And I put it all over my eyelid. This is dark AF color. Just all over it. I can't really see that well, so hopefully you guys can see me well and this video is not a waste of my time. Well, this is a look. Then I went in with some black. I'm not going to do that yet. First, I'm going to do the highlight, which I did kind of in the middle somewhere. I mixed Booty Call and Foxy, these two light shadows here on the end, not this one, these two. And I did that as a highlight on my brow bone, but I don't think I did an inner corner highlight. And I am going to do that today. I can't believe I did my eye makeup without doing my eyebrows. I didn't really do much. What if I do just this one? Better. Now I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush. It's another Spectrum brush. I don't know if the numbers mean anything on these. I just kind of like them. I'm going in with the black. Okay. So that's what I did. Let's see how this goes. I used to be really into like the whole pinup look. That's kind of what I was going for with this. Maybe we should have called it a panda look, because I look like a sad panda. I'm gonna basically just use that black shadow to create a wing in this outer V. I'm gonna blend this a little bit because it's kind of scary. And then I used either Busted or Snakebite. Took a little dinner break, like this. It's a look. In the video, I used an EOS lip balm. I hate those things now. So now we're gonna use teas to try to fix this. There's no fixing this. I don't really know what I'm saying. I thought I was gonna be able to do kind of like a improved version. There's no improving this. Some of the darker guy busted, and I ran him underneath here. I think I used the pencil brush for that. I did a whole rim of black eyeliner in my waterline all the way around. Yep. That's what we did. And then I used like a felt tip winged liner, very thin. Would not be caught dead with a wing liner nowadays unless it was Halloween. Because my eyelids are droopy. Thank you, hooded lids. All right. I'm using a super old MAC fluid line in Black Track to attempt to do this. Are they even? No. But you can't really tell because the eyeshadow is so dark. The Revlon Brow Fantasy in light brown. It's the brow pencil that I used in the video. This is not the same one because I actually went through a couple of these and I recently, like within the last year, repurchased it. But I don't like it. It's so waxy. And even though I filled my brows completely differently now, they don't look any better. I was gonna give these a quick little comb through. And then in the video, I used a Sigma, like double-sided brow powder, which I thought I had still, but I do not. So I'm just going to kind of touch up with a little bit of this Benefit Ka-Brow, which I do like-ish. I'm kind of just trying to use it up before I buy another brow product. So we're just gonna use this to kind of Are we done? This is why people don't do their brows on camera. I understand now. So the next thing that I did in the video was I put on bronzer. I had the Naked Blush Bronzer and Highlight Palette, like the very first one that came out. I no longer own that. I will never own that again. I use the bronzer and I think the highlight from that. No contour whatsoever. I'm gonna give the contour a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of contour using the Fenty Matchstick in Amber. Oh. I just realized I forgot to do brow gel. Worst. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Okay, so bronzer is next. Here it is, the only Sigma brush that I actually have left. And I'm going to use the Fenty bronzer in the Sun. And then I am going to do blush. I am going to use, I'm going to use this Tarte Exposed blush, which is the same blush that I used in the video. Not the same exact one. I've gone through quite a few of these because I used to be obsessed with it. I just don't really use cream. I just don't really use powder products anymore. I use mostly cream. I'm not really sure if I was wearing a highlight in that video, but I'm going to today. I'm going to put out another old favorite. It is the Mercier Luminizer. And then next I used a Tarte lip liner. I cannot remember what the name of it was, but it was like a mauvey shade. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner here, which was pretty similar in color. And then I used like a matte lipstick crayon from Tarte as well, because those are really the two big brands that I would buy from, were Tarte and Urban Decay. I was so loyal to those brands. I hardly ever bought or wore anything else. And now I have so many different brands, I really don't stick with just one. There's also so much more on the market now. It's kind of wild how much things have changed just in a short period of time. Last is going to be mascara. I don't really curl my lashes anymore. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm lazy. In the video, I was using the Benefit They're Real. I could tell by the little brush, and I was obsessed with that for a while. I would always layer my mascaras, and that would always be one of them because it had the like spikies that would really separate. So I would use a really volumizing mascara and then use that one to separate. I don't really buy Benefit all that much anymore, so that's the main reason why I don't use that. And then one that I do use that I like and gives a similar effect is the Ilia. But today I'm using this one from Thrive Cosmetics. It's a tubing mascara, so I do not layer it with anything. And that's it. That's the look. I didn't even use setting spray, which I couldn't imagine leaving the house with makeup on and no setting spray at this point, because my skin is very dry and I don't usually set with powder, and if I do or I don't, I still have to use a setting spray. Like, that's what I like to use to set my face. So I especially can't even believe I went to like an evening event without setting spray on my face with this foundation, which I hate. I hate this foundation. Like, really, over here. It's really bad. I don't really know. So here's the finished look. Would I ever do my makeup like this again in the future? Absolutely not. It's not a look. I look like a sad panda. It's so not good. I would never wear anything this dark. Now I think that some people could pull off a look like this. However, it's not for me. Okay. So I'm gonna go wash my face and see you in the next video.